What's up, guys? Popo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. I wanted to share with you a song that I played on the keys, and I'll get back into the tutorial, but right now I'm just kind of short on time, and I just want to show that I'm still working. And if you have any questions on how I did this, I can show you a video or send you a link to an older video on how I did it. But today we're just going to listen to this. I took stock sounds from the MPC, which I'm kind of getting tired of hearing the same sounds, and hit play on here, and then I chopped it up, and then I'm going to put it in the SP. And it's something crazy about whenever I put the sample in the SP, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to put the same sample in the SP, but when I hit when I put the sample in the SP and I hit it, it made my eyebrows lower. Like, it made me really think for a second, and that's why I really like to get into, I don't know, it's just weird because there's no purging. You don't purge samples, and it doesn't really work that well on here anyway, but it would be getting rid of samples that you don't use. You record 10 minutes of a song, and you chop up your chops, and you get rid of what you don't use. Now on the SP, you do have 20 seconds of sampling time, but doesn't mean you can sample 20 seconds on one pad or 5 seconds on one pad. You can only sample 2.5 seconds max on each pad. Now you have to utilize that, and what that does, it makes you think differently when you start hitting those buttons. What I mean is there's no waste. What you put into it, there's no waste whatsoever. And I like the fact, and I can't stress this enough, that if I went to your house growing up and you had the same sounds in your box that I had in mine, like with my 2500, my 2000 XL that I had back in the day, if I would have went to a buddy's house, which none of my buddies had this shit, if I went anywhere and they had the same sounds inside the box we would have a problem. We would have to have a problem. It would be a problem. But the SP, it comes with some sounds, it comes with some drums, but then anything else you put into it, you name it and you do it. And it's just, like I say, I'm going to listen to this, but whenever I hear it out of there, I like it. I like it. And I want to show you the difference between the two. So check this out. I'm going to hit these hard because I love my MPC. I'd come down here, I don't have to turn nothing on. I hit this button, this bad boy pops up. I get my idea going, and if it's good and I think it's worth editing my start and end points and doing that, yeah, it's going into SP, and I'm going to show you why. This was the original sample. All I did was use a couple of pianos and stuff. And then this is the beat that I laid over it. And a lot of people are like, dude, use different drums. I'm just using something other than that metronome right now. I'm trying to lock my chops in real quick. So I use a... Or I can use this one. So I liked the way that was, right? I was like, okay, whatever. And that came off of the original. Cool. So I just sped it up a little bit. Not long story short, I took it over here to the SP. And like I say, the workflow is just a little different on here. Like I say, you can only sample 2.5 seconds on each one of these buttons. So it's dope whenever you speed up a sample, and whenever you start dropping the sample rate, that's when this grit comes in. If you look, it says sampling percussion. Doesn't say MIDI control center. This is what this does. And when you put melodies in here, when you start putting samples in here, this shit goes crazy. This shit goes crazy. And all right, here we go. It's a trip, dude. But if you can work through an MPC, you can definitely work your way around an SP. It's straightforward. I mean, there's no hiccuping, no lagging. It does what it does, and very well. So check it out. Jeez. That's a lot. I don't even know if I want it all like that. It come out so freaking loud, dude. Let's just drop it all the way down. Now, of course, that's really, really low, right? We're not going to play it that low. I just wanted you guys to feel that texture. Did you hear that? Like, you hear that? Now, this is going to give you a real clean, nice. Let's turn this up. Sick, right? Pretty dope, but I don't know, man. It just really. Let's play with this. One thing that I did notice, like when I slowed this down, it gave me a second to really catch the start and end points whenever you tunicate these. And I didn't do it that well on this select, and I'm working on this song, so it's really, really dope on these first pads. So I started playing with it, and I'm like, what if instead I do... It's just dope. Like I say, you start messing with it without the drums or nothing. Like the right way to be like put some drums here, a little one shot here, some one shots here and there, not to put your chops across it, but I just want to hear how it sounds right now. And this is dope to put a bass line here, and then you know what I'm saying. You got a couple seconds, but you only need a second. I mean, the original sample came in. That is not a second. That's like half a second. You know, you got plenty of time. You guys hear that? It's like it goes right afterwards. That's dope. Let's get that. It's got that. But like I said, let's put these up here, tune these a little bit, and then I just think it's dope. So I'll play the same thing. And what's really cool about this is you can save your mixes. You can save your mixes on here. Meaning if I like it with 4 highs like this and 4 lows like this, I just go in here and just name my mix. I can save my mixes on each one of these. It's super, super dope. I believe you go into one of these functions here and it's save mix. Define mix, select mix. So you hit 16. Select mix. Now we'll hit 15. Save current mix as mix, and then you dial in mix 1 or 2. And then you go back to your other things. I'm just saying, it's super, super dope. You can do a lot of work with it. But I want to play this here. Check it out. Like I say, no waste. And I still got 4 seconds left too, which I can do a lot with. Now, if I want this one right here, I want it up a little more. It's just so cool. You can take your time and do stuff with so much simple stuff. Now, when you incorporate an MPC to this, you got all your one shots, all your samples and stuff. All you gotta do is put them on these pads, man, and they just come to life. You're just looking for something to get into, and yeah, it's pricey, but man, if you're like me and you got freaking 3 or 4 MPCs sitting around, this is what the next step should be, I believe. Super happy with this. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but if you got it, dude, you don't have to worry about nothing else. I'm just trying to be straight up with you. I bought a lot of gear with my own hard-earned money, and this shit right here don't let you down. It's just dope. It adds power to your freaking sound. It's what you're looking for. Super dope, guys. Right on. Again, here's the MPC, which is super dope. Pretty dope, but not this dope. Super dope. I'll see you guys on the next one.